Hey guys, Drew here over at Rev Hiker Outdoors, and I just wanted to come make a video today about the Mora companion knife. Now, I know this has kind of been done. There's been a lot of reviews. I'm not going to talk so much about the knife because it's pretty obvious that anything Mora puts out is awesome, great quality, and you know, I was thinking about the whole Mora thing, and I can't decide if these guys are insane or what, or they're just great guys. Because in my mind, they put out one of the best bushcrafting knives out there, in my opinion again, for, I mean, under 20 bucks. You can have a top quality knife for under 20 bucks. This thing outperforms knives that are many times over the price. Anyway, I just wanted to do this video on some of the mods and kind of how I carry this. So first off, I'll start with the blade itself. So when these things come from the factory, at least the companions, they kind of have like this unfinished look at the top of them. And you can see that a little bit down here. Hopefully you can see that. Anyway, what I did is I just took it out to my bench grinder and very, very lightly and slowly just touched the edge. And I took down some of those high spots, but more importantly, I put a 90-degree edge on here, so I can strike fire steel, shave magnesium off my bar, and also, you know, you can take it on a piece of wood and make fine little tiny fluffy scrapings for tinder. It'll really do that well. So I put a 90-degree edge on there and I clean that up. As far as the knife goes, that's it. I have not touched anything else. And you can see that I haven't sharpened this yet. I've kicked the snot out of it, and I have not needed to sharpen it. It'll still shave. Love this knife. Next thing though, we'll go on to the sheath. The first thing I did is I don't like direct carry on the belt. I like something that kind of dangles a little bit and has free movement. If I sit down or whatever, I don't want this thing folding up and kind of just being in the way, generally speaking, on my belt. So I like something that dangles. So what I've done here is I've taken a piece of paracord and I've just, actually I gutted it, so it's just the sheath of the paracord, excuse me, and I just tied little knots onto itself. I looped it around, and you know, I'm sure you guys have seen this, but these will slide on here. So I can make this thing, you know, big if I want it. If I want to neck carry this, I can slide it out and have a big old lanyard that just clips into the belt loop, and then once you get it over your head, then you can cinch it down with these and tighten it up. Or like I have here, what I've done is tighten these things way down, and you know, you have to work a little bit to get it just even. So what I do here is I put it into the sheath, I clip it in here, and this is how I carry it for my belt. So what I'll do is I'll take this end, the loose end here, keep them together, I put them down through my belt, and then hook them back into the sheath. So what you're left with is, imagine kind of my finger as the belt, it just hangs down. So this just hangs off your side, kind of in this fashion. So you do get that free movement. It hangs down a little bit lower, which I prefer. If I'm wearing a pack that has hip straps, I don't want it in the way of my knife. I don't like my shirt hanging over it, so this works for me. I like to let it just kind of dangle down. So that's actually how I've been carrying this on my belt. So that's one of the mods. So you can use this same lanyard for belt carry or neck carry. The other thing I've done is I've just taken some heavy-duty black rubber bands and kind of made like a convenient little kit for this knife. This is just your run-of-the-mill diamond sharpener, and this is my magnesium bar, which has a ferro rod attached to it. So with these, and the reason I didn't just put the ferro rod in there is because I prefer the magnesium bars myself, for a couple reasons. One of them is that when it's hard to find tinder, or when it's wet out, something of that nature, I like to have tinder ready with me, so I can just, you know, take this, make some nice little shavings. I'm not even hardly putting pressure on this, and you get a little pile about the size of a quarter. You turn it around, boom, you got great tinder. So you got Tinder Built-In. That works really nice. So again, I use a magnesium bar for that reason, for the advantage of the tinder. And then this is just, you know, a cheap little sharpening rod. And this is nice when you're out in the field. You know, you can use your belt as a strop, but if you get a nick in there from doing anything else, you can kind of take this out. This is one of the finer ones. I've seen them at 300 grit, 600 grit, and I believe this is 800. So it's not super fine, obviously, but you know, you can still put a pretty decent edge on there. So this is just kind of like a little maintenance kit for the knife, and fire. So I've kind of got my cutting, combustion, and knife maintenance all there together. And if all else fails, and you know, these rubber bands that are on here can actually be used for tinder. You just cut these up, and the rubber will burn for a good long time if you get it lit. You know, kind of fray the ends up with your knife. So anyway, that is kind of my little spiel on some of the mods that I've put on my Mora companion for carrying it, and for making this blade slightly more useful by grinding down the back. So anyway, that's my Mora companion. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Maybe you got some ideas from it. Comment below, let me know some of the mods that you've done. I'm always interested in learning different things and how people do stuff, so feel free to comment below on how you guys carry it, any mods that you've done to it, and don't forget to thumbs up and subscribe. Thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed it. So I just kind of plant this right where I want it. There we go.